What is happening, Carib Boys and Carib Girls? Well, the Shamrock Collects January monthly was rough. Is like, what's the time now? Probably close to midnight. And well, I didn't make it. Mew VMAX didn't do as well as it did in real life some hours ago. Me go like Drapion V was the bane of my existence here. The absolute bane of my existence. It was 7 rounds of Swiss. I attempted to play all 7. I finished with 12 points, 4 wins, 3 losses. Went up first against Aduralidon with 2 Drapion. Like, why? But there were a lot of Mews in the tournament, so this is just an update. I do a breakdown of it when it is finished. I think yeah, that'll be a nice video to have. And then I went up against a Reggie Drago. I had a couple no-shows. I think this could have been one, but I'm not sure. I recorded one other one for sure. I know it was a no-show. So if it wasn't a no-show, my brain real tired right now. But I have the win there recorded against a Reggie Drago. An interesting deck that I wanted to try. I wanted to build it. It's not really saying anything. The cards might be relatively cheap, so I might still do it because it's a fun deck. I love dragons and it's a nice concept reminding me of the Mew tree. I mentioned that in some videos some time ago, maybe in the 100 days challenge. Then I went up against a Duraludon Lost Box with Drapion, so that was pressure. That was a loss. After that, I won against a Giratina Lost Box. That was actually a challenging match. Yeah, it was challenging. I thought I might have lost sometime during the game, but I came out on top, winning there, my second win. Next, I went up against a Vicar Volt. That Vicar Volt Reggie Lecky VMAX item lock. It was sticking me. I fight back. Really tried to take it out. I was playing and fighting it for the first time. I really forgot about the power-ups. I mean, that is what the Reggie Lecky VMAX there for, so that was negligent of me to forget that. And I end up putting in place a Mew VMAX wrongfully and didn't consider that the Vicar Volt big attack, the 190 Zap Cannon or something like that, would have definitely knocked it out. It had some damage. I think I had 90 damage on it, and I did not check. I was checking the 190, and he had 2 VMAX, so that would have been 60 extra damage. 250 and 90. That was knocking out the Mew VMAX. I didn't check for that, and it wasn't a misplay. It was just an oversight, and I paid for that. So I lost against the Vicar Volt there. Next was a no-show, Mewtwo V Union. I would have really loved to face off against the Mewtwo V Union and see how the Mew VMAX would have went up against it. So unfortunately, it was a no-show. So I got the win. On that one. And the last round, the 7th round, I face off against an Arceus Duraludon. We fight up and I beat him. Yeah, nothing very interesting about the match. He brought out I think he used Radiant Eternatus to bring out the Duraludon VMAX very early. I think that was a bad move. He just had it there and it was a 3 prize. He didn't have the cards to power it up and get the no, that was, sorry, I'm mixing up the games. That was the first am I mixing up the game? Yeah, that wasn't that one. That was actually a regular game I played. This one he had Arceus, V-Star, and the Duraludon there. He set it up, but he couldn't get the energies onto it, and I chip away. I set it up and I took him out. Took out the VMAX, then took out Arceus, and he had took out the VMAX. He put down the dragon version of the Duraludon. The first one was a metal, and I do shippiness too. I forgot that the metal one takes 30 less damage, and did my calculations wrong and hit it, and I was bummy because my VMAX was there in the open, but he wasn't able to knock it out. Knock out that VMAX, then then a next V, and then I take out he Arceus for the win. It was a pretty easy enough win for the last round there, but wasn't enough to make it to the top 16. This tournament, Shamrock opened it to internationally, so is Trini players as well as players from all over the world, and the top 16, only one Trini made it. So big up to Rogansi, fighting very valiantly. I believe he is playing currently the Gratina Lost Box. So all the best to him as he continues right now. This is just an update. I did not make it to top 16, but Rogansi is there repping for the 868. So let me send him some vibes. Of course, this update might go up on YouTube after the tournament is over. So you will see this update after the results, and then you will see me kind of trying to break down the tournament. All right. So that is what's going on. It's a weekend of tournaments earlier. Tomorrow it's after midnight. I'll get some sleep and head down to the Gamers Trove. A tournament full weekend earlier. Daisy first time, and it's a real piece. First time we having tournaments like this. Tournaments galore, as I said in a previous video. So of course I'm taking some footage and I will cover what happens at Gamers Trove tomorrow. So see you all there hopefully. Alright. And big up, all you know what to do. Beat up that like button, bust a subscription. This is your boy Carib Boy. Out again.